Good morning, Pa Nation. My name is Kofi, and it is my pleasure to serve as your tour guide. We will be exploring the community of Brightmoor. And as you well know, Michigan is at the epicenter of a national economic crisis unprecedented since the Great Depression. Nowhere are the effects more telling than Detroit and neighborhoods like Brightmoor. Today, we will visit the Artist Village, which is an oasis of hope and a beacon of light in a community poised for change. Let me ask you something. Are you in the garden?
Very much so. And so this is fantastic. This is what's happening right now going across the city. People reclaiming the city, abandoned lots and growing their own food and getting back in touch with nature. And we have to do that. I haven't been over here in probably 6 years. So I'm looking at the beauty of this area with the artist's fingerprint here. The inspiration, the upliftment, the possibilities.
Why is Friendship Lutheran Church up here in Detroit?
This is a trip that we've taken with our youth for the past 9 years.
We call ourselves the Fly Friendship Lutheran Youth.
What's your mission?
Just to come here and help people do whatever we can.
Satisfaction helping people.
Satisfaction helping people.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Detroit before?
First time.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah from North Carolina.
Yes.
Sarah, what brings you to Detroit?
God brings me to Detroit.
How do the neighbors feel? I mean,
Sure. They love the energy, the effort, and the focus. In our 21 years of doing this work, we've removed over 250 abandoned properties. We've renovated over 300 homes, and we've built over 300 homes, working with Habitat for Humanity, Northwest Detroit Neighborhood Development, and others. So really, it's a full court press against blight and urban decay. We believe that this is a form of child abuse. To allow children to grow up in and around this negative energy, it's not right. And we're going to do whatever it takes, by any means necessary, if I have to borrow a term from Malcolm X, by any means necessary, we are going to strive to make this community the kind of place that we can all appreciate.
So we fertilize those things and we fertilize those things, right?
Yes.
So now, what we want to do is we want to prop up the tomatoes, right? The tomatoes are leaning over there.
So the tomato can grow all the way?
Oh, you're smart. Okay, all right, where you gonna stick it?
Right here.
All right, let's do this.
Can you hold this side?
No,
You over here.
oh, too close. Right there, right there. Push, push. Okay. We were over further into Brightmoor yesterday, and as we were driving, and we were looking at the combination of the blight, right? Where you got people that are like you, planting pretty flowers, got nice grass, right? But then across the street's a burnt out building. And then there's a lot, and they're dumping in it, right? And so this guy was planting his garden. So, I mean, through the cooperation of like people like you, man, this should be done. How could you leave a piece of land just sitting here?
One of the things we said was it was very important with your attitude. If you got poor posture, you might have poor attitude, and that might cause you to not be properly into your game. You might want to sit up. Your head and your spine should be aligned, straight. James, move your hand.
Creative Juices is a night of entertainment for local artists to come out and display their talent, be it drumming, singing, poetry, live jazz band. It is a night where everyone can come out to enjoy what local artists have to offer to the city of Detroit.
Artist Village is a place where artists thrive and are nurtured, and ideally we cultivate young artists, in which we have been doing, and help them realize the careers that are possible. It's a place for entertainment, it's a resource center for community, it's a recreation center, but the main thing is a gathering place for the community of all types. talked about how murals can revitalize a neighborhood, that can stimulate economic growth, encourage positive interaction between neighbors and pride in the neighborhood.
Well, it's been a long day. I'm Kofi Royal, and I'm glad that you decided to take this little tour with me to the Artist Village of Detroit. And I hope you've been inspired and moved by the things you've seen and heard, to the extent that maybe you'll take up our cause in your own community, or work with another community to help make the lives of people a little better. Work with the youth, beautify the space. But most importantly, keep it real. Thanks.